Hi, welcome this week to my video blog post. You know, Kouzes and Posner in their Work Leadership Challenge say that people are often at their best when dealing with significant change, when dealing with difficulties, problems, adversity, and other challenges. People are often at their best when dealing with that. And getting extraordinary things done in organizations is often about those small wins, those little victories. Right? It's not always that big thing. Sometimes it's just those small little victories along the way. And just as important is nobody gets it perfect, right? We're not all perfect. We don't get it right the first time. But can we learn? Do we learn from those mistakes? And do we create? What do we create from those mistakes? Right? It's getting it right. And so, if you remember, about 4 weeks ago, when I started this section on challenging the process, I said that Kouzes and Posner break down challenge process into two competencies, and one of those competencies is those leaders experiment and take risks by constantly generating small wins and learning from the experience and use that learning. Use that learning. And so it's very simple this week as we look at this next practice is how do you learn? How do we take those small wins? You know, when I'm working with clients, I often start the session by, is there anything front of mind for you this week? And if they do, they'll have, they'll come up with, oh yes, here's a challenge I faced this week. Here's a challenge, or here's a challenge I'm constantly facing. And I say, well, tell me a little bit about it. And what are your options? What is your gut telling you here? Have you had a similar experience to that before? And what happened? A lot of times that's what gets the creative juices going, those kinds of questions, getting people to try and figure out, okay, yeah, this has happened to me before, and what happened? And what did I learn from that experience? And what can I learn from that experience going forward? Is it a similar situation? Is it something that I have been able to solve before? Those small wins, right? Those small wins add up. Now, just put a slightly different view bent on it, is the small wins that your direct reports have. We talked about sending them away, challenge them to look up new ideas, challenge them to think outside the box. When they come back with those solutions, it may not be the solution you thought of, but it gets the job done, letting them go with it. The wins that they get there, are you recognizing those? How do you recognize those? And are you making it a point to thank them, give them credit for those wins? Just a thought this week, just a short thought. Think about that. And while we're on that topic, you know, we've talked in the past about how we learn how to communicate with other people, how we manage our time. Those are all things we've learned, right, from probably those small wins we've had along the way, or the things that haven't gone quite right. So take all that into consideration as well as a leader in the organization. What are you doing to help develop your people and share your knowledge and information? Challenging the process means allowing others to learn too, allowing others to make some of those mistakes so that they learn. Interesting. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this week. And again, if you sign up for my blog post, feel free to go ahead and sign it. You'll get a notification when these come out. And when you do, you will receive a free copy of my ebook, What Are These Things Called Soft Skills? So at the end of this video, just look for the link where you can click and sign up. Thanks very much. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you again.